Hello, a warm welcome to the most authoritative sporting channel here on social media. This is your boy Med. Today's episode is focused on Joshua Buatsi and Callum Smith. This is such an interesting bout by all standard. One is an all British light heavyweight affair, and two, the first bout of the night. Winner would have the opportunity to fight the last bout of the night. That is between Artur Beterbeiv, undisputed light heavyweight champion, and challenger Dmitrii Bivol. First, let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Joshua Buatsi remains undefeated. He has 19 and 0. He is 6'2". He has a reach of 74 inches. He is an orthodox fighter, whilst the likes of Callum Smith has 30 wins and 2 losses. Those 2 losses are to Saul Canelo Alvarez and Artur Beterbiev. Then he also stands at 6'3". His reach is 78 inches and he is equally an orthodox fighter. So now let's take a look at the good attributes of Artur Beterbiev. Joshua Buatsi. Joshua Buatsi is a technically sound fighter. He is a boxer, puncher, and he has decent fundamentals per his Olympic background. But the attributes of Callum Smith is more. He is a boxer, puncher. He has strong hands. He has power in both hands. He is experienced at the top level, and he has a good chin. And the weaknesses is that Joshua Buatsi is an overthinker. He is a cautious fighter. He likes things to be perfect before he takes the risk. And secondly, he is not yet proven at the highest level of boxing. And the weakness of Callum Smith is that he doesn't have so much good footwork. He can't fight inside, and his shots are sometimes wide, leaving him exposed when you get inside and you can be able to catch him. As of now, if you are enjoying this, please remember to hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon, express your views in the comment section, and share so others can enjoy. Now, what are the things that Joshua Buatsi can use in this particular fight in order to secure the win? I think that Joshua Buatsi should use his speed and outwork Callum Smith. Yes, Joshua Buatsi has a decent amount of speed, and he is the stronger man of the two. And when they get into clinch or when they get into close range, he needs to outwork Callum Smith, as Callum Smith always like to fight in the range where he controls the distance. But when you get inside, he is not able to defend himself very well. And another thing that Joshua Buatsi should focus on is the body attack. He should attack the body of Callum Smith in order to make it impossible for him to be a moving target, and for him to be able to keep the fight at distance and lower his guard, for him to make it easy for him to get into range and make it an inside bout. And thirdly, he should take away the jab. The jab of Callum Smith is quite strong for a light heavyweight, and he has an educated jab that most of his opponents who are not up there are not able to overcome. So he needs to take away the jab with the feints and the proper docking, and then he needs to counter punch Callum Smith. Anytime Callum Smith misses, he should make him pay, especially with those wide shots. Then Callum Smith will become hesitant in throwing the jab and those shots, and would be timid and very, very cautious for Joshua Buatsi to win the fight. Now, with regards to Callum Smith, he should keep the fighter at the end of the jab. He has a 4-inch reach advantage, so he should use it. And like Teddy Atlas says, he should control the geography of the ring, use his reach to his advantage, and control the range between him and Joshua Buatsi. Now, he should set up the power punches. Anytime Buatsi makes a mistake, he should land a power punch to keep Buatsi honest all throughout. Buatsi is a very strong-minded personality. He doesn't talk much. He is not so much into the media frenzy, but he is mentally tough. So if you are able to keep him at bay and not able to reach you, that means you are breaking him mentally, and you will start having advantages. And last, he should use his world level experience as an opportunity, because he has faced the better fighters. He has been in the ring with George Groves. He has been in the ring with Saul Canelo Alvarez. He has been in the ring with Artur Beterbeiv, who is currently undisputed. So these are people who are heads and shoulders above Joshua Buatsi. The best people Joshua Buatsi would have met is Willie Hutcherson and Dan Aziz. Those are not even you can't say they are not even at the level of Callum Smith. So Callum Smith needs to use his world level experience to his advantage in this particular fight. And with Joshua Buatsi, things that he needs to do and how he needs to attack is to use the feints more, make Callum Smith second guess every move, use his angle, side by side movements, head movements, and keep his guard high up, because when you are doing all these, Callum Smith would be finding it difficult to throw the jab, because any mistake and any jab, you are making him pay for it, and it will keep him timid throughout the fight. In this particular fight, and he should come into this particular fight in tip-top shape, because this fight can go all 12 rounds. He should bear that in mind, and he should use his 1, 2, 3, 4 combinations in this particular fight. Anytime he gets inside, he should make sure that he lands a lot of combination before he exits, and he must also be quick on his feet. He must not be too flat-footed at the early stages of the fight, but later stages of the fight, he can start sitting on his punches in this particular fight. Whilst with regards to Callum Smith, he needs to maintain the distance, like I said earlier, and beat Joshua Buatsi to the timing. And anytime Joshua Buatsi dogs, he likes docking, so he should meet him with the uppercut and keep Joshua Buatsi or just on the high guard, which is easier to attack than the dog. Now, he should put a variation to his left hook, which most opponents have struggled with. It should not just be to the head, but he should vary its left hook to the body, right hook to the body, right hook to the head, left hook to the body, and keep varying it and make Joshua Buatsi unable to follow the rhythm at which he is coming at in this particular fight. So those are some of the things I think these guys need to do. How I think the fight will play out. The fight will be playing out in 3 stages. That is the first session of the fight, the middle session of the fight, and the latter stages of the fight. I think that this fight would ultimately go all 12 rounds. I don't see Joshua Buatsi knocking out Callum Smith. Neither do I see Callum Smith knocking out Joshua Buatsi. I think the fight will really play out in the middle rounds. That is when the fight will break out, because at the early stages of the fight, I think both men would be cautious and Joshua Buatsi would be having the better outcome of the two. But in the middle section, that is when Callum Smith would begin to use his experience coming in and throwing his jab, double jabbing, and that would cause Joshua Buatsi a problem, because Joshua Buatsi, it takes him time to make adjustments. He is not the one with the best of IQs. He understands the boxing, but it takes him time to really make an adjustment. He doesn't make that on the fly adjustment. So I think that Callum Smith with a double jab would be causing Joshua Buatsi problems in the middle section of the round. But if Joshua Buatsi is able to make the adjustment like he always does, then in the later rounds, I think that Joshua Buatsi would have more energy, being the stronger man of the two. I think that he would have the more conclusive rounds. That is the championship round, the 10th, 11th, and 12th round. I think that Joshua Buatsi would be ending the fight on a high note, and having started early and ending on a very high note, I think that Joshua Buatsi would emerge victorious, maybe not by majority decision, maybe not by unanimous decision, but by majority or split decision, because I see it to be a very, very, very close fight. And I think that this fight is such an interesting one that would be opening the night for the last crescendo, because it is very, very interesting by all standards. Look at the attributes of both boxers, what they have experienced so far in their career. Joshua Buatsi has never tasted defeat, so it would be difficult to defeat him. And Callum Smith has spoken about retirement, and he has suggested that if he doesn't really have it, then that means that it is time to call it a night, time off, or hang his gloves. And he has even contemplated on hanging his gloves. That means that retirement is in his mind, and that can also play to the psychological advantage of Joshua Buatsi. When the going becomes tough, I bet you that Callum Smith would be able to succumb to the pressure of Joshua Buatsi in this particular fight, because he is the one who sees himself at the twilight of his career and is entertaining retirement. So it would be like, why should I keep on taking this kind of punishment whilst I'm on my way out? Let me keep healthy for my wives and kids and the rest of my families. But I think that Callum Smith will come very well prepared, coming from a family of great boxers. Liam, Paul, they know their game and they will prepare him well. With Joshua Buatsi in America, I think that he should train really hard, especially for this fight, because there is no better opportunity than this, because he is just 1 foot away from a world championship. I think that he would get the world title opportunity before David Benavidez gets the world title opportunity. Trust me, because he has been mandatory for the WBA title for quite some time now, even before Dmitrii Bivol signed to fight Artur Beterbeiv. So he would be the next in line before Benavidez. So I think that this is a very good fight by all standards. Or maybe if he wins this fight, he and Benavidez should trash it out. Then the winner gets the opportunity to fight the winner of Artur Beterbeiv and Dmitrii Bivol. But I think that both of them will lose to the winner of Bivol and Artur Beterbeiv. But my prediction would be a split decision or a majority decision for Joshua Buatsi in this particular fight. Remember, I come from the same hometown with Joshua Buatsi. I come from the same paternal hometown. We come from the same village. So maybe my biases are showing in my prediction, but I really want him to win this particular fight, and I wish him all the best. And may both men come out healthy and go back to their families in one piece. Thank you for watching. Stay positive. If you have not subscribed, this is the right time to hit the subscribe button. Press the bell icon. Express your views in the comment section. And remember, your greatness has no limits. Thank you.